Yeah, it helps if I turn my voice on. Okay, there we go. Let me start over. What's up, everybody? It's Sunday night. It's All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show. As a matter of fact,
Cheerbits in the
Cheerbits,
stream. Thanks for the
McClancy,
cheerbits.
Cheerbits, thank you, sir. 7,000 Cheerbits, everybody. Taking down the Bit Boss, also known as Lady Shell. Bye-bye, Lady Shell. I don't even have the spreadsheet up because we were monkeying around with stuff right before the show. This is gonna be so cool, everybody. What's up, everybody in chat? I'm here with a couple of special guests and also my co-host. Let's say hi to my co-host, Leroon. How are you, sir?
I am doing great. This is going to be a cool show. I'm really excited for this. So I'm just going to shut up and defer to Fury.
All right, Fury, how are you?
I'm good. This is kind of it is a really cool show. A little bit technical, a little bit above my, I guess, knowledge as a player. But I think it's gonna be really fun for anybody who is excited about transitions from map to map, I guess.
Yes, that's the minimum application of what this does, and it will unfold into many other different things. We have with us two guests.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Lady Shell, God damn it.
Cow.
Oh, wow. Lady Shell just punked everybody. Thank you so much, Lady Shell. McClancy's just been bit boss for the last 60 seconds. So we have a couple guests with us. One of our guests is very ill and may not be here for the whole show, so everyone send good thoughts toward him. Mr. Valerian, we know you're not feeling well, but we're glad you're here. Would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. Definitely glad to be here. We've got an awesome show for you. And on that note, I'm going to let Diablo Bob take it.
Yes, Diablo Bob, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Excited for the show, and have one question for Furied Fate right off the bat. Is there any special ice creams tonight?
I ate ice cream one time. Everyone wants to talk about it.
You put one sheet.
No ice cream.
It was charcoal chocolate or whatever, and it's like, I've never heard of that.
Yep, you eat ice cream one time, and then that's what happens. Forever you're known about the ice cream. Okay, so
Cheerbits.
main focus.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Cheerbits. Thank you, Zell. Cheerbits. Fafner. Cheerbits. The main focus for tonight is the Portals extension. So first, let me say that this is not available yet. We're shooting for Friday the 13th, so a couple of weeks we'll have this out. It will be both an extension and a module. So the module Portals mod, it is a tokens module, not a module that opens in the library. So in other words, not this kind of module over here, but this kind of module here. So you would go here and open your modules, and it would be the portal tokens module there. So it's not library, but portals. And then also it will be an extension. So you'll have that as well. So you'll see Portals extension. So when you load Fantasy Grounds, obviously, in order to make this work, you would load a campaign, and you would go and you would load it's going to be called Core RPG Portals. So you'd have to load that before you start Fantasy Grounds. Okay. So now let's get into it. Once that's loaded, you don't really interact. I mean, you can open it and look at the tokens, but those are just, you don't even really use these. Those are just in there. You'll see why in a minute, but you don't even, just to show you guys they're there, but you don't really interact with those. You just know they're there. So what we're going to do for tonight's example is we've got a couple maps here. We're going to open up a Galleon deck and a Galleon cabins. Now, as we learned before the show when we went through this as an example, that's right, we prepare. You do need to grid these maps. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do. I meant to resize the maps. Here we go. Let's do that. Okay, so let's throw a grid on here, and I'm just going to use a 50. It won't be exact. Nobody get upset because it doesn't match exactly, but I'm just going to use 50 as something to have for us to have during the show. So let me grid this map. If you don't grid the map first, you run into problems. So just everybody grid the map.
Well,
all right.
Not to interrupt you, but we will have that issue fixed before we release.
Got it.
It's
So
just
yeah. So
at this
I
point
guess
in
what I
time
meant to
it's
say is, if you do it today, you're gonna run into problems.
easy.
All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate this as I know it, and you guys can stop me if I mess it up. But basically, the idea behind the Portals extension is being able to transition from one map to another. So as you will see, there's a couple extra things up here on the top. And this one, if I click it, it toggles portrait edit mode on or off. So if it's dark, or if it's highlighted, it's on. If it's shaded, it's off. So I'm going to put it on. We'll get to this one here in a second.
Has just said, "Stop him now."
Yeah, he's heckling you.
So as I turn this edit mode on, I'm now free to draw a portal. So we're going to call this, the galleon deck or the main deck, and then below deck is the cabins down here. So I'm gonna want to draw a transition from this stairway on this map onto this stairway over here. You can do it on any of the stairways. I'm just going to pick this one. So I'm going to go ahead and hold down my left mouse button, draw a little square here, and make a portal. Now, when I did that, a portal window came up. What? What the hell? Nice. I'm going to call this main deck stair 1. And then we'll get into a little later when we get into the more technical parts about what exit only and prompt means. But for now, we're just going to skip that. I'm just going to go ahead and move this right down here. And so that is my main deck stair 1. I'm going to go to the second map.
Turn off edit portal.
Turn off edit portal. Okay. I'm going to go to the second map, turn that on. I'm going to draw my portal here. And the window's going to pop up. And I'm going to rename it Cabin Deck Stair 1. And then I will...
Now, before you link them, go ahead and bring up your portal list so that you can see the sidebar button.
So you do get a new button on the side, portals, and if it doesn't show up, you obviously have to go here and turn it on up here. You guys know about that. I always just use all because I want to see all the buttons. But there is a new button, portals. If you click on it, it brings up your... Now you'll notice that it says new portal there. That's because I haven't clicked out of this box. It's the same for anything if you're making an NPC or a spell or an encounter or whatever. Until you click away from that, Fantasy Grounds doesn't recognize that name. So I'll just click here, and there we go. I've got my two portals. And if I somehow had closed these and didn't have them open or whatever, I can get them back here.
You can also double click on the actual portal on the image to reopen the...
Boom, look at that.
Yeah.
So there you go. You can do that. If I didn't have this one open, I could double click here. Boom. So again, this portals window is from this button, and you've got that available to you if you need to. All right. Now, we are going to link these portals, and how you do that is you drag the shield from either one of them into the other one's portal links. So it doesn't matter which one you do because it's a cross link, so it goes for both of them. So I'm just going to drag this one here over to here. Boom. And now they're linked.
Also, you'll notice that the portals tokens are no longer red. They turn green. Red means that the portal linkage is invalid. So if you ever see the red squares or rectangles out there, there's something wrong with the portal link. But the green means that is an entry portal. So they're both green, which means you can actually go through either one of them.
Awesome. So let's show how that works. I'm going to open up the combat tracker. I'm going to bring a token on and set it there. Now, when I go to move this token onto this portal, you will see this token disappear from here and appear here. And it's maybe the coolest thing ever invented by man. I think it's the coolest thing ever. And then I can move the token
stacked.
And tokens. Yeah, and one-click druid, and all my coatings and everything. Okay. This is the newest thing. Go ahead, Vera.
Now, you guys may have noticed that it just instantly teleported him. And you may not want that. So this might be a
That's what I
good
was getting
time to get into the prompts, right?
So that's exactly what I was going to say. Thank you. So if you don't want him to, like, if you don't want it to instantly go back and forth like that, and you want it to ask you, then you can do that. Uh-oh, it might be frozen here. What's up? It's frozen. Oh. How about Fantasy Grounds itself just froze? That's why. You guys can't see it.
Let it do its thing.
Yeah, I'm going to let... Oh, you can see it on stream. I didn't know that the... Yeah. I thought the Windows functionality didn't show up on stream, but I guess it does. So we're going to wait a minute. I don't know why that happened. I wish it didn't. It's witchery. WML John.
Well, it
So
didn't
while
give
it's
a
doing
command error, so
okay.
I think that's just fancy.
It may have actually locked up the entire app, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get back into it. Yeah, it might have just... Let's go... But yeah, Leroon, you were about to say while it's doing that, what?
Oh, the question in the chat was, can it be larger, the footprint of the portal itself?
Oh, of
Portal
course.
can be any size. Yeah, we're going to show an example. Here, as a matter of fact, I'll show an... It looks like this Fantasy Grounds isn't going to... I'm going to have to kill it and come back to it.
Yeah, but just kill it and relaunch it.
The answer to that question is... here. You can see... he was talking about red portals are ones that aren't linked. Green portals, you see this one's bigger. Here, maybe I can make it a little bigger.
Blue portals are exit only, I believe.
Blue portals are exit only.
Yeah, this is a portal, so you can see that you can make them different sizes, absolutely. Yeah, so you can do that. So that let me start fantasy.
The other thing, the reason why we have the blue exit only portals, as you can see from the image, the image on the left had a blue exit portal that was larger than the staircase. What that does is the extension, let's say somebody already went through the portal, but they haven't moved out of the way. Somebody else goes through the portal. Well, the larger area allows us to make it to where tokens are not stacked on top of each other. So that's actually a good question because we considered that.
Now, it should be noted that only the DM will see these portals. The players will just see the normal map and interact with the map normally. Now, they'll just be like, okay, I go over to these stairs and go to walk up these stairs, and then they'll suddenly be given the new map. It auto-shares the map with the players who get teleported.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sweet.
I'm actually gonna in that case I'm going to also open a player instance and join game as local host. Do it. Nice. All right. Task manager we don't need for now. Okay, let's close this picture. Okay.
Oh yes, and since it was brought up in the chat and kind of mentioned as you're kind of loading up and making sure that your grid is set and all that stuff. Exit portal means that it's a one-way portal. So that way it'll port or teleport to that area, but then won't, like if they move back onto that area that they teleported to, it won't teleport them back, where they can kind of just maneuver around the map or something like that. Like if it's, a magical portal that the wizards sent everybody through, everybody stepped in the portal, they went to this new map, and basically they have to walk back because, that's what wizards do.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the hell I did here. Did I open...
I think that's the client instance, unless you launch.
Well, no, I have them both, but I had the theme turned off, and so it's possible that. Oh, I know why, because we crashed Fantasy Grounds, so it reset. None of this is even done.
It did.
Yeah, it reset.
Now we are supporting multiple themes, but the extension, as it is right now, only supports 2 themes, and the one Rob was showing you is not one of them.
Right, because you see the button still here, but the theme is wrong. But it'll still work, so let's do it. So.
Check your grid, make sure it's set.
The grid is set, so I'm gonna.
The portal should still be there, right? I mean,
let's find out.
Or did it crash it completely?
No, it didn't. Because
it did.
The reason it's not there is because we hadn't gone long enough for Fantasy Grounds to have reached a save state. So none of that was saved. Yeah. Yep. So that's fine. So we'll call this main one. We'll just shorten it. I'm going to sneeze. There we go. And so we'll call that main one. And we'll call this one over here main 2, or cabin 1, what we'll call it. Short about it. Save a little bit of time. Now, as soon as I link them, they'll turn green. So you see they're red. Oh, before I do that, let me go over here. The player instance, and let me have the DM share the maps. Actually, he'll share one map. So see on the player map, there's no portal. You don't see it. So DM, gonna link them. Boom, they're both green again on the player map. Don't even know it's there. So now let's use the player map to, DM map. Let's put the token on. Right?
It was on that one, right?
Oh, what's the deal?
Weird.
You have to turn off
you didn't.
Aha, okay, my bad.
Just delete it. Turn
There
off
we
the
go.
edit
Okay, now
portals,
let's try
and
it.
then go ahead and reply.
There you go.
Okay, now, so let's go to here. Okay, I'm this guy. I'm on my map. Dee. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just move over here on the stairs. What the? It's gone. I'm gone. What happened? Now, the map should have come up, should it not?
It should have.
Okay, so that might be an error, but I am on the other map. When it's working properly, that will come up. It'll open the other map and show you. But here's what we were about to show before the thing crashed. Let's move this guy back over here.
Okay,
now,
there's a question, Rob, before you move the token.
Do you have to stop the square, or does the traversing it also trigger the portal?
Traversing it triggers it.
Right. But here's what you can do. We can say we want a prompt. Okay? We'll make it both prompt.
Now you can leave it blank and let it default prompt text take over.
You often, Valerian, you start to say what I'm about to say. You just need to let me get there. So what I was about to say is that you can type something in here, a message that will prompt up on the screen. Do you want to let the player move or whatever it is? But there is a default message, which I'm just going to leave. So I'm not going to type anything in there. I'm just going to show everybody what the default message is so that I can then say, if you want to change it, you can edit it to whatever you want. So let's go over to the player map.
Do me a favor. On the player map, open up your images. Okay, so it's just the one. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah,
it should have auto shared the other one too.
Okay, well,
no worries.
Move there.
That's just a bug that we'll be fixing.
So when I move there, nothing happens. But on the DM side, do you want to move to the cabin 1? And if I say yes, it's going to pop from here over to here. Boom. So you can have a prompt for the DM, and then let's just share that map just to have it done.
I got a couple questions for you guys.
Okay, now if the player moves off and then moves on again, I'm assuming there'll be a prompt. Yes. Now, here's where we can say, let me say no. And then let me say, do you wish the player PC token to move to... Now, would you say the other map? It's possible to have multiple links, is it not? I mean, I guess we're getting in a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And it'll ask you which one you want to teleport to. But that's Valerian's side. Well, I'll let him explain.
So let me just leave it like that and see what I get. I'm just gonna leave it as is and see what happens. Okay, so let me go back. Move him out. Move him out.
If you read the chat there, yeah.
Just switch over to the player side.
Switch to the player side.
Yeah, move him out.
Okay.
Now move
if
him
I
back
move
in.
him in, the DM's going to get Do you wish to move the... Okay, so it only types what you have in here, so you would have to know which link to type in there, and if you had multiple links, you'd have to say...
What you're not seeing is when you have multiple links, you get a list box that pops up in the message box, and it has a little check next to it, and you tell it which one you want to move to before hitting yes. But you're not seeing that because there's only one option.
Okay,
There's no point of seeing the list.
But you got that angle covered. Okay, cool. So we would have to go into a deeper example. Okay, now SDFU and take my money. Can you teleport to a different location on the same map?
Yes, you can.
Yes, because let's do that. So let's say you go down these stairs and you want them to come out over here. So I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to go here, draw that portal.
And yes, A. Estrada, you can do the Stargate thing.
Deck. Let's see. I'm going to call that.
I call it main 2. It don't matter.
Yeah. And then. So main 2, I'm gonna now link that to cabin 1, and now we're gonna see some shit. Watch this. If I understand how this works, and I think I do.
Now I haven't tested this in a little bit since Bob's been doing his coding, so we'll see.
All right, I'm gonna move there. Oh,
there it is.
So
choose
I'm
main
move
2. Let's see if it works.
2. Boom! Look at that
there
shit.
It is.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to DM's Guild and order this right now. Oh wait, it's not published. Okay.
Okay, so Lady Shell asked a question, and it's what themes does this support?
It supports the non-theme, so it supports the 5e theme that isn't the Wizards one. And then what's the other one?
Well, we're going to support as many as we can, so that might be something you guys might want to start messaging Diablo Bob and I about, is what themes do you want us to actually support? I have to go in with Photoshop and create those buttons manually, so it doesn't matter just as long as I know.
Right, that's the only thing you have to do, right? Is for each theme is just create that button, right? Yeah, so
exactly.
Yeah. So right, so you guys can let them know, or better yet, you guys can create the portals button for them and send it to them, and then they'll put it in the theme. So there you go.
And yes, Lady Shell, brown is, I believe, the button that he's showing on his screen right now.
Oh yeah, that's the default 5e theme.
Yeah, that's the one here. I'll even back out and go. Whoops, whatever. It's the same. Load campaign, and take out the Wizards theme and go back in, and then you'll see. Oh, I've kicked the player out. Wow, what's up? Kick out the player.
It's all right. We don't need to.
All right, George Orr. It is Core RPG. We made it specifically for Core RPG, so that way adapting it to FGU is much easier, and also so that way it'll work with as many rule sets as possible. So all of the commands, everything that we've done is Core RPG specific. So as of right now, the only 2 rule sets I know that it won't work with is Call of Cthulhu and Savage Worlds. All others, Starfinder, Pathfinder 2, all those, it will work.
It is going to be sold as a 5e product for marketing purposes, but if anybody buys it, they can still use it for the other rule sets. So, portals button here, so this matches the theme now. So there you go.
And go ahead and now launch. Click on the Galleon Cabins link there in the portal window. No, those are the other portal links.
Right
yeah, and it'll launch the image for you.
Look at that shit. What's up? Yeah.
Now, do we want to start having some fun, or is there anything else that you want to show?
What is that? What movie is that? Oh, it's from Seinfeld. Who wants to have some fun? Are you just
well? I could say we could show the exit only type setup, but really an exit only portal is, as the name suggests, it is exit only. So if you drag a token onto an exit only portal, nothing's going to happen. It's meant for a one-way teleport situation.
Many girlfriends have talked to me about exit only. Yeah, Leron, you were going to do it if I didn't. All right.
It's one way to Azkaban. That's what it is.
Yeah.
but not as prom date.
Multiple portals on one map? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Release date, George, February, December 13th. Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
So, now, do you want to talk about this? Do you want to talk about the tokens?
Go ahead, Dad.
Yep.
Okay, so because these little boxes and stuff are great for a function, although only really the DM can see it and etc. And a lot of people will have ideas of like, visible portals or like, a pentagram that's on the floor that like when the players step on it, it teleports them, or like, a Stargate little token. And they want to use those. That's what that little box is for. So, Rob, if you just open up tokens and grab, whatever token you want.
Okay, let's go to
like just.
You got something that looks portal-y?
Teleport.
Let's do.
Yeah, spell tokens.
Yeah, just grab spell tokens for now.
I don't have. I guess I could. Yeah, I can open up spell tokens modules. Okay.
That way, it shows that you can use other modules and other tokens that you have, and whatever.
Sweet.
Where the hell? I thought I just opened it. Where the fuck? Oh, right here. Okay.
You might have to close that.
All right, so let's use. Oh, here's a pentagram deal. Let's use it.
Yeah.
You gotta grab it just right.
It's taking you to hell.
That's the one thing I don't like about these spell tokens is you gotta put your mouse so precisely.
Okay, just grab one that's easy to grab.
All right.
Or if you want to do pentagram or whatever.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't realize that the spell tokens were giving you such problems.
Okay, here we go. So
drop it in the black square at the top.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Right next to the portal edit.
There it is.
All right.
All right. Now go ahead and drag that onto the map.
Oh, why does it do that?
Besides,
it's because of the size. Yeah, these tokens are really big.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
I can't edit it. I can't. Mm-hmm. All right.
Just delete that one. Yeah. Grab one that's easier to grab.
All right. Well, this one. Oh, did it make it? Did it double them up? Did it make it so that it's combined? I like it. It's combined.
Really?
Just drop it like
don't drop it on the portal.
Right.
Oh, okay. So
there you go.
Now go ahead and resize it.
Yeah, it won't. That's the thing, is it won't let me resize it or in fact move it or do anything. Oh, see, I'm in
that's
edit
odd.
mode. I'm in edit mode. Fuck me. I was in edit mode.
All right, okay, so let's just go ahead and grab the freaking spiritual weapon one. We know that one's the right size for now.
Okay, so
this will be resolved.
No.
Skull and crossbones.
Yeah, thank you. All right, spiritual weapon. Drop it in.
Drop it like it's hot. The ship.
Yeah, see, it's not. It's telling me. So what happened? Okay, I think I figured out what's wrong. Here's what's happening. So let me just delete this. When I drop a token in there, see how I'm not in edit mode? When I drop a token there, it puts me. Oh, it did. I thought it put me in edit mode.
It only takes you to edit mode now. See.
Now, am I supposed to be in edit mode? Because when I drop this token, it's going to be.
Yeah. You have to be in edit mode when you drop a token. But see, the weird thing is you should be able to hold control down and mouse wheel and resize that portal token. And that was working. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not.
Bob may have actually did something.
It's very random.
I'll look at it. Like I said, I wasn't working on the custom token stuff, but I'll take a look at it.
There's another way that we can explain this. Okay, so that will be functioning. So let's go ahead and just draw. Since you're already in portal edit mode, just draw like a little box on the ship.
Okay.
Okay. So name that I don't know, spiritual weapon, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Now go ahead and grab whatever token you want and drop it on the token in the portal window, the little token spot in the upper right part of the token window.
Okay.
Now the token has changed on the map. If you scroll in so that way the viewers can see.
Yep. So
yeah, it's very light. It's not a good token.
Okay, now here's the thing. As of right now, I believe that is considered, because you overwrote the existing portal.
The
It is
visibility is
it
still
is
false.
invisible. So go ahead and share the token. Like right click on it and make it visible.
Ah, okay.
Bam. Now there's a pentagram on the ship. Okay.
yeah.
Let's link it to one of the other portals.
All right, let's link it.
Lock it.
Look at that shit.
Bam. All right. So, party member walking around the ship goes ahead and goes, "Hey, what's this pentagram?" and accidentally steps upon it.
Whoops, hold on.
You're in
Fucking
portal
turn off
edit
the-
mode still.
I gotta get used to that. I hate that.
I'm actually gonna auto turn that off after the
auto
portal
off
is
would
created.
be super awesome. Okay.
Yeah, just so that way.
Hey everybody, look at this pentagram. Let me step on it. Oh fuck! What I got shifted over here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where you linked it to.
That's some.
He's in
magic-y shit.
Inverness now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you can have things that are custom token as portals. So if you have a Stargate, or if you have a pentagram, or a little scorch mark, or a magical book that you want on the ground, or or whatever you want, it'll work. So that way you can use whatever portal or
Now,
whatever thing that you
here's
want.
a cool feature. Go ahead and drag the token off of one of the portals. Okay, now let's see. You got prompt for spiritual. So you see in the portal links where it says main 2 in the spiritual portal window. No, not that one.
Here, yep.
Yeah. Now I can't tell on my screen. I think it's unlocked. Yeah, it is. Select main 2 as text. No, just click in the text area. You can edit main 2 to make it say something else, is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, here.
Delete out main. Yeah, delete that. Now type in what you want it to say in the list.
Portals is awesome.
Go ahead, type pentagram. That doesn't matter. Now that particular portal only has one, so link it with yet another portal just to show you this. This is really cool.
Yeah.
All right, now change the text to be whatever something else you want it to say. Now drag the token and drop it onto the pentagram, the character token.
Here.
Yep, go ahead. Aha! See, the list does not have to specify the actual portal's name. For this particular portal, it used whatever text was in the portal links list, as you can see.
Nice.
So that allows you to do some very special customization. And the reason why we've done this, let's say you've got 3 different floors of a dungeon, and you've got a single set of stairs that will take you to any of those floors. Well, when you're on the middle floor, you might want the list to say up and then down. When you're on the lower floor, you might want it to say go up. And when you're on the top floor, you might want it to say go down. So that allows you to customize what gets shown in the actual teleport prompt dialogue.
Nice. I know DMs who are running Dungeon of the Mad Mage want this fucking extension. Because there's so many portals in that dungeon, just goes everywhere.
And this will definitely make things a lot easier on managing that. My second part of this, while Diablo Bob wraps up the rest of the custom portals and stuff, is to create what I call the Navigator Window. It's basically a single image window that'll have a list to the left of it, where instead of launching hundreds of windows as players move around, it keeps everything organized in one image window, a nice little list to the left. We don't have that in just yet. I'm still working on it. But as a dungeon master, you would go crazy trying to figure out what map certain players were on. Well, as the combat tracker cycles, and let's say it lands on player 1, it will automatically switch to player 1's map, the map that they are on. And that is going to make managing this for the dungeon master so much better than having to figure out what map whoever is on what.
Yeah, this is just crazy. This is awesome.
So, in layman's terms, basically it's one map window to hold all of your maps, or one map window to hold them all.
Yeah, kind of like Lord of the Rings.
All right,
One
I'm gonna
map
build.
window to button.
I'm gonna build an exit only portal. I'm gonna say exit all, and then I'm gonna say exit, and then just for fun, I'm gonna delete all the portals, and I'm gonna make this one go into every one, so no matter where they go, they end up there. So let's just see if I did that right. Okay, so this guy goes into any portal.
Oh, look, yeah, a little bug we gotta work it.
I didn't do yeah, let me take prompt off.
Just hit yes.
You just click yeah.
That'll work.
Prompt off. Okay, so now if I go into any of these portals,
remember it's locked. Redragging.
Yeah, just redrag them for the thing. The token stack for that will be resolved very easily. Just have to do it.
Okay, so if I go into this portal, I should end up here. Look at that. Okay, now put them on the other map. If I go into this portal, I don't have prompt. Ooh. So it might just be a little bug there. We might.
It might be.
When you guys, please select from the list. Oh, this one. Go. Yes.
See, that is a bug.
Okay, so let's try this. Let's try the other one. Oh wait.
Redrag the character from the combat tracker.
I might as well just leave this combat tracker open. Token stacking. So that's why the release on the 13th, guys. There's a couple bugs left in it, but let's go here. Yeah,
there it is.
Popped it over. Yeah, so there you go. So that's awesome.
Hey, we got a little bit more work to do, as we've been saying, but that is a pretty good preview of the product.
Question, can you make a random exit? I would say the answer to that would be no. You'd have to...
You could. You would create the portal on the fly, link it on the fly, but you guys got to realize you're going to want this stuff done before you get all your players in game. I mean, you might end up having 100 different portals on 20 different maps. So creating portals on the fly is a little tricky, but that's what the toolbar at the top there was all about with the custom.
Yeah. That's what the custom toolbars is for. So that way, if you want to create portals on the fly when it's done, and it's not doing the big token thing, you can just grab a portal token from up there, drop it on the map, drop it on the target that you want, drag the shield over to link the two, and bam, it's linked on the fly. You can roll with it. Now, the prompt, Valerian, tell me if I'm wrong. I believe the prompt only comes up to the DM. It does not come up to the players.
No. It's supposed to show up on the players. Like I said, when I sent that over to you, it was working. I just have to go back through and see what has changed. Again, of course, I'm sure everybody understands that when you're developing with more than one developer, you're going to run into little issues like this. But we'll get it all ironed out for you guys in time.
Yeah, George Orr says you could do that on the fly. You could create a portal that goes to 4 different places and just roll D4. So I jacked Fantasy Grounds again, and I know how I did it. I went up here and I deleted the custom token, and then I moved the character onto that custom token that I just deleted, and it just fucking jacked.
Yeah, because there's nothing there, right?
Yeah, so but there might we need maybe few people to test this to try to break it and go, okay, this breaks it, like fix that. So we might need some people to just try every possible combination of doing stuff and try to melt it down and see if, because now I'm going to have to go and have to kill Fantasy Grounds again.
We'll probably do some of the testing probably next weekend.
Well, I was gonna say if we can get some of these little bugs we're seeing here tonight knocked out by Wednesday or Thursday, then we can have people start testing for us Friday, Saturday, and all the way up till Friday the 13th, and that will definitely help us get things ready.
Cool.
Yeah. So, like most of these bugs that you guys are seeing is actually fairly easy. There are still a couple of features that we're still working on. Because these bugs, it's one of those like, oh yeah, I forgot to add that.
They're low priority for us until we get some of the more major things solid, but it won't even take us probably a day or two to knock out all of these little issues that you guys are seeing.
Yeah. Now, some of the other features that will be added in is because of obviously token stacking and whatnot, and some people will make a large portal that they want. So like a large exit area. Well, obviously you don't want all the player tokens just stacked up all right on top of each other. So one of the features that we're going to add in, and the math part is already done, I just have to implement it into the actual teleport function, is when multiple people teleport to the same location or same token, if it is a large area like that exit only portal that Rob has, what it'll do is it'll start cascading the players around that area. So that way, the magic doesn't just stack all the tokens in the same spot. It just kind of like disperses them in the actual exit area. So that's one feature that we're going to add in.
Which I've got that already done for you. You just have to test on your end, Bob, what you want to, how you want to place them. But you've got the indices on.
Yeah, like I said, I just got to pipe it in. And then some other things that we are going to be working on. Give me a sec here. I only got one hand, so I'm obviously rolling.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
For those that don't know, Diablo Bob had hand surgery, so he's literally only got he's only got half of his
and on
my dominant hand.
And on Halloween, I actually broke my right ankle, so that set me back about a week or so. So we're killing ourselves over here trying to get this out to you guys.
They're killing themselves, everybody.
Okay, so the other major thing that we're working on, and we don't know if I'm going to be able to do it by initial release or shortly after, is basically an auto unmask. So the sharing of maps is going to be working because it was working. I made an edit and forgot to uncomment something. So the maps will automatically be shared with the player that teleports to the map. There's going to be a feature added in that if the map that they teleport to is masked and the DM has not unmasked the area, basically the portal that they teleport to and one grid square around it will automatically unmask.
Yeah, now that what if they unmask next to a wall? Is it going to unmask 5 feet into the room that they're not supposed to see?
Well, that's one thing I was discussing with Diablo Bob, is that for the unmasking feature, it should probably only unmask the size of the portal. So if you guys set up a little extra larger portal for those,
I think that what will happen is in Fantasy Grounds current form, you would just maybe unmask only the square that they're in, and then let the DM, or maybe not even unmask it, let the DM unmask it, because when Unity comes out, you won't have to do anything. The occluders will take care of that. It'll just unmask what the person can see.
Well, I'll just add in an option to allow the DM to unmask target token or no.
There you go.
And it'll just default to no. So that way, if the DM wants it to auto unmask that where the token is, turn it on, whatever.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Options,
just so that
man.
way.
Options.
Yeah, options are good. Someone said, "Can you move a group of tokens?"
Can you do that now?
For that,
let's find out.
Yeah.
The easiest way for that
don't you test to just unlock the tokens.
Well, I know it's not going to teleport a group of them, but I didn't know if you could move a whole group of tokens all at once or not.
Teleport a group? Okay, so hold on, let me.
Not yet. I mean, if you want us to, I guess we could try that. I don't see why it wouldn't. Try it. See if you can stick that in there.
No, it just does one.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
But hey, now that I know we could have
I
a
mean,
group
if you're
going
to teleport a group of people, if you're the DM and you're going to teleport a group of people, you would just grab them all and, I mean, you would go to the combat
you just
tracker
manually
and
move
say,
them over.
Bring them all over here like that. That's what you would do, but knows what's going on now. I don't know where
You got to remember the clients are the ones that are really going to be moving around the map. You might have it where you have to approve their movement.
Right.
But the clients are the ones that are going to be moving. They land up in a portal area, and then it will teleport them based upon how you have that configured.
How come my control movement shit doesn't work? Why the fuck?
Oh, we probably did something.
You know, if you hold as a DM, if you hold down control, you can actually draw the movement path.
Because your tokens aren't locked.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say to me? Okay, watch this. Watch this shit. Okay, watch this.
Approve.
Oh, it didn't portal him.
Nah, because I don't have that tied in yet.
Okay. I was going to be very impressed.
The code. So there is actually a lot of code that we have written that we have not. Like, basically, we're still testing it to make sure that it runs. And
gotcha.
We didn't want to fully pipe it in for the show. Because any developer will understand.
That will
yes, definitely. Okay. And how that works, I won't go into because it's very boring details. But yeah,
it's also proprietary.
It will work.
Tell no one.
Tell no one, or we'll have to track you down and kill you in game.
Cost. Yeah, cost. Yeah, see, I told you guys. I told you somebody would ask.
Oh, we know, Rob.
We're still working that out. It'll be akin to critically awesome essentials and that type of thing, and it's going to depend on. And there's going to be an extension, and then there's going to be other things that go with it down the line, like for vehicles and everything else. So, now they're like, is it coast or is it cost? $1 billion. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere under that. It's going to be less than $1 billion. What you guys really should be concerned with is the Insanity package I'm running on December 24th and 25th. Every single item I've ever made, 160 modules for like 75% off. Get on it. All right. So we will have a better picture of that next week, guys.
Yes. So the general cost and stuff will be akin to the to critically awesome essentials and one-click druid. Obviously, we don't want to like charge an exorbitant amount for something that we just made for utility and etc. So.
And it will, as all the things that I publish are, it will have a cost commensurate with its value. It'll cost what it's worth.
It's not going to be inaccessible, and we will probably do like what most of my modules with Rob does, where it's like when it first gets released, the first 50 copies are discounted 20% or something. So
yeah,
when it does get released, look at that.
And okay, good. What else?
I guess
did we cover everything?
I think we pretty much covered everything. We did the token areas, custom tokens. We teleported around. We discovered a couple small issues that Valerian and I have most of them fixed already.
Okay. Cool.
So Oh yeah, I guess for all the viewers, if you are developing something, Rob is a great playtester because if you want it broke, he will do it.
I'll break it. I'll break that shit. Now I
He'll
gotta
do it on
decide.
the live show.
Yeah, that's right. I'll do it. Now I gotta decide what I'm gonna showcase next week because we don't have a show for next week. Something. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out, everybody, and I'll put it on the schedule. By the way, scheduling note. On the 29th of December, our normal Sunday night show has already been recorded. It's already in the can. We have a show that features Devin Knight, Matt Curie, and Mr. Diablo Bob. That will be on YouTube, not on Twitch, because I will be sitting at the 50-yard line of the Seattle Seahawks game in Seattle that day. So I cannot do the show that day, but we didn't want to not have a show. So we already pre-recorded it. It's already set. If you go to YouTube right now, you can even see it. I'll even do that now for everybody, just to show everybody that I'm not insane or out of my mind. If you go to the Rob Tui channel, you will... Oh, it's going to make that noise. Let's just stop that. No, it didn't do it. Okay, why didn't it do it? Okay, well, anyway, it is set to premiere on the 29th at 6 p.m. Pacific. If you go to the YouTube channel, you can set a reminder for yourself, but for those of you that watch the show every week, just remember that on the 29th, don't go to Twitch, go to YouTube, and it'll start playing at 6 o'clock. And that's a good show. We did, I think it was an hour or something, an hour and a half maybe. How long is it? Do we know? Do we remember? Bob, you were there. I don't remember.
It was roughly an hour.
I think it was about an hour.
Maybe just a little over an hour.
Was it? Okay, maybe it was an hour and 5 minutes. Sounds right to me. Maybe does it say the time? It doesn't. Okay, yeah. But anyway, that was a fun show. So that'll premiere.
Oh yeah, that was fun
on that day, and there you go. All right.
So
go ahead.
So obviously people are getting antsy for free gifts, and I guess while you're doing probably the free gifts, I guess we should ask the chat: is there anything that you want to see again, quickly, about the portals that you just want to see again, or if there's any specific thing that you do want to see on?
Oh, before that, Bob, I'm just gonna tell everybody, hey guys, I'm out of here. I'm definitely not feeling well.
You stayed way longer than I thought you would. Go, man. Go feel better. Take care of yourself. Liquids, all that stuff that moms say.
Oh yeah. Later, guys. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed the show.
And yes, we will give away a prize. As a matter of fact, I'll do it right now. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to give away 2 copies of this. So when it comes out, you'll get it free. Keyword portals, and I'll put a 2-minute timer. So exclamation point portals, everybody in the chat, and I'll draw 2 names. Whoever those names are that I draw will get a copy of this for free when it comes out. Because we don't fuck around here. We do good shit on this show. We give away crap every fucking week. Like, you don't even know. Look how many people are entering.
That's right.
So we'll let that run for another minute and a half. But yeah, if there's also anything that we went over or anything you guys would like to see again, or if you have questions, type that in the chat as well. Can a portal change a token as they got polymorphed? Ooh, oh, fuck, now they're getting way... Give them an inch, Bob. They'll take a mile.
Okay, so yes.
Nice.
If their token has been changed in the combat tracker, that token will change and will teleport as the changed token.
Right, but what they're saying is, can you enter a portal that is itself a polymorpher and change your token on the other side?
I have not thought about that.
I'm going to say that's possible. Whether or not it's easy and can be done, we'll look at that down the road. But yeah.
It is possible. It's much easier just to have them teleport and then drag the polymorph effect onto them.
All right, so I'm going to prepare. We've got 30 seconds. I'm going to just write down over here next to this winners of...
And yes, random portal locations is possible. That is likely an update that we'll try to add in before release, but we'll likely add it in shortly after we release it, because we wanted to actually get the Portals extension out, in a timely manner, so that way you guys can actually get it and use it, and have Christmas shenanigans.
Give me damn Portals. All right, here we go. 2 winners. Winner number 1, Calchas. Calchas?
Hey, congrats, Calchas.
Let me write his name down. Calchas. So, Calchas, what I need you to do, I don't recognize your name, so maybe you're new. Welcome to the stream if you are, or I just haven't talked to you or recognized your name. You need to come to my Discord server and then just give me your DM's Guild email, and I will give you the Discord server if you're not a member already. Discord, so that we can give you the prize. And the second winner, everybody's like, fucking shut up and draw the next name. The second winner is General Wedge Antilles. Nice.
Yes.
Very good. So you know what to do, Wedge. Go to my Discord server and also give me your DM's Guild email. His name is
also WML John. I did love your little comment earlier when I asked, like, is there anything that anyone wants to see? And he put in chat, yeah, I wanted to see it for sale on DM's Guild.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do that as fast as we can. We are definitely gonna do that as soon as we can. So
I guess
congrats.
Can we show them?
Yeah, congrats to. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, before we end the stream, can we just show them? Make a portal, link the portal, and teleport away?
Can. All right, I'm going to go to edit mode right here. I'm going to make a portal. It's going to be this whole area right here. I'm going to call that hole. And then
link it to the exit only area, which you can double click that purple one.
Exit only area, and then take this
teleport
token.
You guy.
Whoops, because
edit.
Exit, because exit, because edit. Don't forget, got it auto off. Okay, all right.
Don't worry, that'll auto off.
All right.
That'll auto off.
And now when I go into there, I'm gonna end up over here. Boom, that's how you do it. All right, like that.
And token stack, so you can just grab them and go.
Grab them and go. I'm out. Ship. You can link portals. You can link maps, dungeons, anything. Ships is the best example, I guess. All right, excellent. Bob, any final words from you before we ask the host anything?
Let's see. There is a question. Will it double hop? No. Because the trigger is an on drop. So that way, when the token gets added to the map, it will not trigger another teleport. So you'll actually have to move it off of the space and then move it back on. So that's the answer to your question there, Telnap. I guess thank you all for watching. It's been a long and fairly painful time frame. The painful time frame is not due to the coding, but it's just been myself and Valeria had health issues back and forth, which has caused delays. We wanted to get this out and so that you guys could see it, like a month ago, but literally just broken, it just kept getting worse. Broken foot, hand surgery, so thank you all for being patient. Thank you all for coming and watching. We're excited about this. It's going to be awesome, and we hope that you guys like it as much as we do.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Any final words or questions or comments from Furied Fate?
I mean, not really, because like I said, pretty technical, but really awesome. I am excited to see this implemented, though. Just so looking forward to seeing this, especially in Dungeons of the Mad Maid.
Yeah, we got to get Joe to, as soon as it's ready to go, I'll just make sure Joe has it so he can do portals. That'll be cool. That's our Friday night game, is CJ opens every portal and we go through them all. Leroon, any final words from you, sir?
Not really. I think I'm really excited about that. I'd like to see this in action, so I'm looking forward to testing it if you guys have a need.
Yeah, cool.
We can definitely use you as a tester.
Okay.
So good. So I would just like to say that I'm super excited. I've been excited for about 6 or 8 months, however long I've known about this, sort of when it was thought of in the beginning, and maybe it hasn't been that long. It just seems that long, but we've been having this idea kick, and we've got other ideas. Everybody, we can't say anything right now, but we've got other ideas. Just don't worry. It's going to be a cavalcade of creation forever and ever and ever. But thanks to Valerian and Diablo Bob for their effort on this. Friday the 13th is the target date for publication, so that's going to be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Next Saturday the 13th. No, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's only 12 days, right? So not this Friday, but next Friday, the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Why not do it that day? It's fun.
It's kind of an unlucky number there.
Yeah, it's
maybe
unlucky.
a bad.
Well, that way, if there's glitches in it, we can say, well, it's Friday the 13th. What do you want? What do you want? Then we can
exactly.
Fix it. But
if anyone has any questions after the show, feel free to go into Discord and post the questions and stuff in either directly to me or in Rob's Discord.
Yeah, I'll put the link for my Discord again. And for those of you that might be watching this on YouTube, even if it's many days later, also the Discord link is on my YouTube channel, so absolutely come and talk to us. We're always there to help and answer questions and stuff. So yeah, absolutely. Having said that, I would like to thank my co-hosts and my guests for tonight, and I think this is a really awesome show. I'm super excited. I'll figure out what we're going to do next week, and until then, good gaming, everyone.